dry weather pattern settles in the days to come, but we're tracking a few scattered showers tonight and some dense fog early tomorrow morning.
President-elect Donald Trump's victory at the ballot box means he's getting a victory in court now as well. Find out why the federal cases against him may be thrown out.
Thank you, Eastern Washington.
And with Michael Baumgartner elected to Washington, D.C., we'll tell you what's next for the position of Spokane County Treasurer.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It's good to have you here. I'm Whitney Ward. We want to start with a check of the forecast. Millions of people are hitting the road for Thanksgiving this week.
Thankfully, it looks like it should be pretty easy going. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Goop for more on what we can expect. Jeremy?
Well, the next couple of days, I think we get rid of some of our scattered showers and we head into a much drier pattern. Today, we saw a few of those. This morning, nice few peaks of sunshine, but clouds have since taken over. And as temperatures drop tonight, expect some dense, patchy fog to develop in the coming hours. We're already down in the low 40s and dropping. We fall into the 30s the next couple of days and don't really recover. We have that storm sitting off the coast throwing a ton of moisture at us, but that is just hitting us in the way of scattered showers. We're pretty removed from energy or that direct source of moisture itself, so expect most of that to just stay where it is. There's a nice little band through northern Whitman County, all the way up over 4th of July Pass, a little bit of light snow coming down there. You move off to the north, Colville in some light showers, but these showers are very light. Snow levels stay above 3,500 feet this evening, and that's likely about where they stay tomorrow morning. We'll wake up to a little bit of snow over Lookout Pass and in the southern panhandle of Idaho, and then a few scattered showers later in the morning. I think we might see a couple of raindrops here in town. That moves out, and by tomorrow afternoon, maybe a peak of sunshine. Maybe a peak of sunshine Wednesday and Thursday as well, but also some morning dense fog each day.
All right, Jeremy, thank you. Our other top story tonight at 5, President-elect Donald Trump's victory at the ballot box means he is getting a victory in court as well.
The historic and unprecedented prosecution of the nation's 45th and 47th president is coming to an end. Christian Benavides has more from West Palm Beach, Florida tonight.
The Department of Justice filed a motion Monday to dismiss all 4 felony charges against President-elect Donald Trump for his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election in the lead-up to the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Special counsel Jack Smith said in the court filing that the government's position on Trump's guilt has not changed, but Trump's election sets at odds 2 fundamental national interests. He wrote, on the one hand, the Constitution's requirement that the president must not be unduly encumbered in fulfilling his weighty responsibilities, and on the other hand, the nation's commitment to the rule of law and the long-standing principle that no man in this country is so high that he is above the law. Federal Judge Tanya Chutkin is expected to approve the special counsel's request.
The dismissal ends Trump's long and expensive court battle. He's claiming victory and is preparing to overhaul how the Department of Justice works.
In a statement, Trump's spokesman called it a victory for the rule of law and added, President Trump wants an immediate end to the political weaponization of our justice system, and we look forward to uniting our country. Trump has said he intends to nominate former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi to be his AG and tasked her with changing the DOJ. Special counsel Smith is expected to resign before Trump takes office. Christian Benavides, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
And the judge in the case still has to sign off on the special counsel's request.
We'll be bringing the very latest developments on this case as they happen. Spokane County Republicans are gearing up to nominate a replacement for the Spokane County Treasurer. This as current Treasurer Michael Baumgartner heads to Congress to serve Washington's 5th Congressional District.
KREM 2's chief journalist Amanda Rowley is sharing how the next treasurer will be chosen.
Once Republican Michael Baumgartner resigns from his current role as Spokane County Treasurer, the Spokane County Republicans and the Board of County Commissioners will have 60 days to appoint a nominee to fill that role.
In a release from the Spokane County Republicans, it says they will choose 3 Republican nominees for commissioners to choose from. If the Board of County Commissioners can't agree, then the governor will choose someone on that list to serve as treasurer. Right now, those interested in becoming treasurer can participate in the Spokane County Republicans' evaluation and vetting process. To be clear, this is not required for candidates to be considered for nomination. Evaluation forms are due by 5 p.m. this Friday. Then, the vetting committee will begin interviews on Saturday, December 7th. The top 3 nominees will then be presented to the Board of County Commissioners to select the next treasurer.
This is not unusual. This does occur in county governments quite frequently.
Whomever is appointed will serve as Spokane County's treasurer until November next year. But if they want to keep that position, they'll need to run for election.
Whomever is elected in the November 2025 election will serve for 1 year until December 31st, 2026. To keep that seat, they'll need to run for office again in the 2026 general election. That's when it returns to the normal 4-year cycle. So far, the Spokane County Republicans say 9 people will participate in the vetting and interview process to become the next treasurer. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Happening tonight, the Spokane City Council is addressing the rapid growth in the Latah Valley area.
On tonight's agenda, a study to look into money for future infrastructure as well as existing and needed capital improvements. It was proposed by Council member Bingle, Zappone, and Klitsky. It comes as the current building moratorium in Latah expires next May.
That moratorium was put in place because of a lack of fire protection resources and a small amount of roads in and out of those developments. If it is approved, Burke Consulting would receive a $200,000 budget to complete that comprehensive plan. There is a growing number of apex predators in Washington's forests and growing conflicts with the people living there. We have a sneak peek now at a KREM 2 investigation that I'm working on for KREM 2 News at 6 tonight.
Far northeast Washington is home to more wolves than any other part of the state. And for one family here in Ferry County, they are surrounded by multiple wolf packs on every side. Over the last 10 years, they've lost at least 100 animals, from cows and horses to newborn piglets and donkeys being grabbed from inside of a barn. Kathy McKay is the owner of K Diamond K Guest Ranch in Republic. She says the animals are part of her business, but they are also very much a part of her family. And she says the wolves here are destroying both.
And we all know the loss that we're all dealing with. And why? How is it that they can have so much control over our livelihood?
Does it seem like the plan is working as is, or do there need to be changes?
We do realize that the compensation program isn't working for everyone.
What do you think the state and the department can do to kind of earn back their trust right now?
We're taking an in-depth look at the numbers for cougars, bears, and wolves and asking state leaders what it will take to ease the burden on families and ranchers here in Northeast Washington. Watch our KREM 2 special investigation tonight on KREM 2 News at 6.
We are just getting started on 5 o'clock tonight. Spokane Public Schools and the Parks Department looking to work together when it comes to another levy to raise money.
We're always better together. A partnership always gets us to something that we didn't really think that we could get to.
We're going to find out what they're planning when KREM 2 News at 5 continues.
And Thanksgiving dinners are going out to thousands of local families. We'll tell you about Tom's Turkey Drive's latest efforts to hand out holiday feasts.